And as agreed upon by the committee, welcome Lori Idlout from the North and MP. You have 5 minutes for both question and answer. Begin at your leisure.
Sivulang me koyadlay ko mabase ilaw titaw kama tabani katimayigara kusine takukan to sa kuvenakpok. First of all, thank you to the committee for including me in this important study. My first question will be to Minister Chartrand. I had written to you on August 11th regarding the draft Nunavut land use plan. I had also written a letter to Minister Vandel at the time asking when it will be signed off on, and given that there's such a huge focus on expediting everything, when will you expedite the signing off of the Nunavut land use plan?
Hi, thank you, MP Idlout, for that question. I do want to inform you that we've actually been trying to get a meeting with you. We've sent several requests to your email to sit and discuss. This is one of the issues or topics that we were looking to connect with you. So it's actually nice to see you here today and to bring this up. So as I mentioned earlier, you know, we have all three parties that have agreed, the government of Nunavut, NTI, and Canada. So we are waiting post-election to follow through on the Nunavut land use plan. We also recognize that, you know, we want to ensure that we continue to fulfill our obligations on the Nunavut land use plan. So we continue to fund the implementation, ensuring that, you know, all the major projects comply with Article 11 of the Nunavut Agreement. So, as you know, this requires land use planning to protect Inuit rights, the environment, and community well-being.
I'm sorry, I don't have enough time. I do need to interrupt you. And okay. My team have tried to meet with you as well. I'm not avoiding you. I need to clarify that. We have been trying to meet with you. There have been changes to my schedule, but I'm glad to hear that that this is a priority, that you will try and work with the two other partners to make sure that it is signed off, because it's been a draft since 2021. On the Arctic Infrastructure Fund, I wonder if you could describe what the process will be to make sure a good percentage of that goes to Nunavut, given that that is the highest cost for anything, given everything being sea lift, most things having to be flown in. How much of that $1 billion over 5 years will go to Nunavut?
MP Idlout. So you're talking specifically about the $1 billion Arctic Infrastructure Fund? Yes. So the funds can be used. So if you look at the major projects as the national projects of interest.
I asked a very specific question. How much of that will go to Nunavut? And I only have a few minutes, and I have questions that I'd like to ask to all three as well.
Okay. So my understanding is there's a set amount that is already. There will be an application fee for, I believe, about $400 million of that. So the process for that will be defined. I don't know if you have any other details.
Thank you so much, Minister Alti. In the 2024 Fall Economic Statement, there was a commitment of $4.1 million to go to Fisheries and Oceans Canada, so that the small craft harbor in Arctic Bay can be created. I wonder if you could give me an update as to what's happening with that small craft harbor, because it was a condition of the Tadlukutu Imanga Arctic Bay signing off on the IIBA, and we still have yet to hear what's going on with that.
No, thank you for the question. It is the DFO lead, but I'd be happy to talk to my colleague, Minister Thompson, and get back to you, because I know when I was in Iqaluit on Thursday, the president of NTI also raised to make sure that that project's still advancing, and from my understanding, it is, but happy to confirm and get more details for you.
Thank you so much. Another question for you, similar to what my colleague Maureen was asking regarding the cows and plows, the specific claims. I had seen that in 2023 there was a expedited resolution strategy that was developed. Can you give an update on that, please?
Yes, we did have an expedited process, and if I could find it in my notes, I'd tell you exactly how many are completed and how many are left to do. Happy to provide that information to you via email, but it was, or it is a good process where we had the framework, and so with that, instead of as a result of having the framework, the process was expedited.
72 remaining.
So we have 72 remaining. From 128 that were... We've completed 56, 72 remaining. There's a variety of reasons. For some, the nations haven't come forward to start the process, so there's a variety of reasons.
Thank you very much, Minister, and thank you, Laurie. So that brings us to the end of our